Hey, how's it going? So, I wanted to talk to you about a topic that's kind of near and dear and been elusive in, chunks of time in my life, and that's the topic of happiness. And this week, in some podcasts, some books that I've been reading, it just seems to be kind of like a common theme. So, I just thought I would kind of talk about it, share some nuggets that I have learned about happiness, and hopefully this will help you and serve you well. So, happiness for most people seems to be very elusive. It's been very elusive in my life, like for chunks of time in my life. And happiness is can only be enjoyed in the present moment. And what we end up doing is we think about happiness as in we're thinking about the next thing, the next event. We think about being with other people or a person or the next shiny object that's going to miraculously, bring us some kind of joy. And you never fully feel content because you're always thinking and chasing the next thing. Now, it's good to have anticipation for things, but if you find yourself in a constant, looking at the next thing, you're never fully engaged in the present moment. So, some techniques that you can do to help you with that, something that I have learned to do in my journal, I write three things in the morning that I'm grateful for. Because it helps you focus on the things that are already around you that you may have taken for granted. And that helps you live in the present and bring some level of joy and appreciation to your life. And I do it first thing in the morning to help keep me grounded and centered. Something else that you can do is a technique that I learned was from a friend of mine is that they have a list of grateful things in their cell phone. So throughout the day, they'll stop and take a look at the list. And there might be a list of 20 things, but they maybe just look at three of those things so they can spend a moment and truly focus on that one thing and be grateful and appreciative. And if it's a person, maybe you send a text of appreciation. And in doing so, you'll get a positive response, from that. And that will give you a moment of joy and happiness. So that's just a technique that you can use. Something else that you can do is just text of affirmation, which I just mentioned. Messages of affirmation, gifts, surprising people, a random act of kindness to a complete stranger. Those will bring you joy and happiness in the present moment. You can also serve others. So volunteerism, doing something for someone else. When you give joy, you will receive joy. And that will help you in your present moment find happiness and fulfillment. So instead of like seeking and thinking about things, the next thing, spend some time on the things that you already have in your life, the abundance that you have in your life, and be grateful. And, when you deliver joy to other people, you're going to receive joy. So those are things that I'm working on that has helped me. And I hope this has helped you. I would love to hear from you about, how do you find happiness? Are there any techniques that you use to help with your happiness? And if you find that this message has helped you, or if someone else could use it, feel free to share it. Love to hear your thoughts and comments. And I appreciate your time. But this is definitely a subject that's kind of near and dear to my heart because we're always in a constant pursuit of happiness. But I will have you consider that your happiness can only be in the present moment. So look no further than like right here. So, all right. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.